The quantum astral healing journey is a name that I've basically used to describe this type of past life regression, which is what it basically is. I have been trained through the Dolores Cannon method, which is called QHHT, Quantum Healing Hypnosis Therapy. I've also been trained through other programs with past life regression. And this is what basically this session is. Now, this session takes a long time. And I want you to know this, the scheduled reading is literally 5 hours. So what we do is we basically spend the first almost 2 hours, really. It just depends on the conversation and what you're needing. But first we talk. We really, there's sort of an interview aspect to this reading. And it is a lot of times it is in that first part of this session that you really get to understand a lot of things, gain a lot of insight, receive epiphanies about things. And with me being a projector, it's really nice because I'm able to really tune into your frequency and really understand energetically what's going on with you. And that itself can be relayed in powerful messages that maybe you yourself are not aware of or conscious of, but I will feel that, and I will definitely be able to mirror back what it is that is really going on so that you can understand yourself better. Also, the second half of the session involves the actual past life regression, which is basically hypnosis. So you will have to make sure, and this is really, really important for this type of reading, that you are able to lie down, that you are able to close your eyes, that you have a really good set of headphones that are able to be plugged in, because we don't want to use any kind of headphones where the battery might run out in the middle of the session. You really don't want to interrupt these sessions. So you want to have a really good set of headphones that connects directly to the source that you're using. This will be done through Zoom. Those are just technicalities, but just to make sure that we have 100% success with the session, this is very important to make sure that those small things we have so that we can really have success. So once all that is covered, we'll do the past life regression, and it's literally like going back in time. Like if I could describe what past life regression is and, hypnosis, it is about going, it's like a time machine, going back in time and sometimes revisiting specific lifetimes, sometimes seeing various different lifetimes, sometimes honestly just having a beautiful, healing session with your own higher self. I can't tell you exactly what the session is going to bring, but what I can tell you is that it really depends on you and how open you are to receive as well. Because in this type of reading, I'm really just your guide. And you really are the one that is tapping into your, past lives, into your higher self, into the wisdom of your soul and bringing it out. And I'm just here to help you bring it out and share it and speak about it. So don't expect, this is a kind of a misconception about past life regression and hypnosis, that you're going to go completely out and that you're not going to remember anything afterwards. That sometimes does happen. Some people do go that deep into the regression and the hypnosis. But what I can tell you that most likely is going to happen, because this is the lately more than ever, more people are sort of staying gently awake during the session. And so you, in a sense, are able to become the observer. And if you allow yourself to really just take a seat and just watch like a movie what comes up for you and really just relay that to me, I will help guide you through the journey in a very powerful way. And that's the key to this type of reading, is that I will help guide you through it, but you are really the one that is tapping into the frequency. What is so empowering about that is that after this kind of session, you most likely will end up really surprised about what came through, about what you said. We also have a section of this reading where we really tap into your higher self. And so what I'm going to ask you to do if you sign up for this reading is fill out this questionnaire and answer these questions that basically you want to know. Questions that you want to ask your higher self, like questions that you want to ask the Akashic records. That is a requirement of this reading. And you have to bring your questions written out and done and typed out and sent to me before the session actually happens. It's key to the real true like healing power of past life regression. So as long as you can get that information ready beforehand and really take literally, I mean, I feel like this is going to require that you have a whole day, because the session is super long. And the other thing is that afterwards, you really need time to process. And so I would not recommend that like you book this right before work. It's just not going to work. You want to really have a whole day to create the space for you. Like this is a day that you have completely off from any responsibility, so that you really give yourself the time and the space to process both before, because sometimes the information starts coming even before the session starts. Like that's kind of how, energy works and intention works, is you set the intention to receive and the information starts coming to you already. I would also recommend after this kind of session that you also journal about your experience, and also you have to listen to the recording very soon after you have done the session. So as soon as it processes recording, I will send it to you, and your homework is to listen to it like within, one day, couple of days after it, but you want to really re-listen to it, because that's where a lot of the healing happens as well. A lot of the confirmation and affirmation happens when you listen into the playback, to the recording. So it's a very deep and powerful experience. So you want to make sure you have your whole day off. It's almost like self-care day for you. If you book this reading, it is self-care day. No one bothers you. You got no responsibilities, and you are just giving this entire day to this energy exchange. So I hope that this resonates for you. It is very intense and can be very heavy. It can also be a very emotional experience. So be ready to really give it like all the space that you need, and to give yourself all the space that you need, including afterwards, especially because you want to be able to have, just gentle. You just want to be able to be gentle with yourself and not have to run to do something else. So if this resonates, this is such a powerful session to book. I hope that you figure out what is, if this is the best thing for you, that you book this reading. And I can't wait to do this session with you. Satnam.